wards remain deserted. We were able to spot a few medics here and there, but not too many of them. It appears that Kenyans have resigned to the fact that medical services within country are not ongoing and have decided to either stay away or seek alternative means of getting medical assistance, even as the strike, which has now entered its 79th day, continue. But earlier on, we had been able to speak to the Kenya National Union of Nurses Secretary General Seth Panyako, who had alluded to the fact that going back to the dialogue, to the negotiation table, may take place as soon as tomorrow. He had alluded to the fact that he had been called for a meeting at the Ministry of Health here in Nairobi tomorrow to try and see if they can finally bring this matter to rest. It has been 79 days. Kenyans have been anguishing, and as you have even mentioned, we have recorded incidences in our dailies where people have died from being turned away because of the fact that there are no medics simply at the hospitals. So as it is, Seth Panyako insists that their demands, their stand remain the same. They want the implementation of a return to work agreement that they had agreed on that would have increases in their nursing service allowance, that they were supposed to receive 12,000 shillings from January to June. They only say that money was paid for the month of January only, and they were also supposed to get 20,000 shillings for the nursing service allowance added from July. These are funds and monies that they are yet to receive, and they're that which they're demanding. Aside from that, of course, they're still agitating and pushing for an addition to the extraneous allowance, uniform allowance, as well as health risk allowance that they want upped from 3,850 shillings to 15,400 shillings, all of which they say, if compounded, adds up to about 7.2 billion shillings annually. Remember, the crisis had been prolonged by the fact that the Council of Governors had insisted that the additions to these allowances would amount to about 10 billion shillings annually and 40 billion in an extended period of 4 years. And the Salaries and Remuneration Commission had said and had advised that only 5.8 billion shillings can be accommodated within the counties. So the standoff may continue if the grandstanding continues. Seth Panyako, whom we spoke to earlier on this morning, says they are not going to be renegotiating, but will be going back to the table with the basis of the added allowances that they have pushed for 79 days so far, Akisa.
Pioteno, our reporter there, joining us live from the Mbagathi Hospital as he does a spot check on a number of hospitals, public hospitals in the city, as we take a look at the status of the nurses' strike that has entered day 79 today. In studio, I am with Fred Oigo, who is the Deputy National Chairman of the Council, the Kenya National Union of Nurses. So when are you planning on, or when will we see negotiations resume for you to go back to work?
Okay, as our General Secretary has alluded, in the event that they meet with the PS tomorrow, then they will set a roadmap on when to start engaging. So we wait until they meet and agree.